This is exactly what you can do. Fast things. So pick one thing, two things, and genuinely try to make like forever, like the rest of your life. Number one, supplements with omega-3 fish oils. Omega-3 fish oils are shown to help with the problems of estrogen, which is just a fast little thing that you can take. Avoid vegetable oils and seed oils. You've probably heard about seed oils recently. They're pretty toxic for us. And for fats that you want to cook in, you should use ghee, which is like an Indian thing, or full fat grass-fed butter. Make sure, especially in the UK, I don't know about other countries, but in the UK, most butter is actually not butter. The amount of adverts that I would see on TV years ago where it's like, oh, I can't believe it's not butter, it's flora, like, you know, some vegetable oil shit. The point is that you cook your food with fat, bro. Our ancestors have done this for 20,000 years. If we merge their diet and the way that they lived with our modern, like safety, like, you'll become a superhuman compared to the average person. You cook your food in fat sometimes, right? If you need to, like eggs or something, you're not just gonna do it on like a dry plate or something, right? With full fat, like old school style fat. The kind of butter that's it's like a rectangle brick and it's wrapped in tin foil, and you look at it, it says full fat, grass fed. Number 3, so no seed oils, right? Number 3, avoid soy and flaxseed. A lot of fitness guys think flaxseed is healthy because it's got some micronutrients and stuff, but flaxseed, it's got very high estrogen, and soy is renowned for having high estrogen. Number 4, lose body fat. So estrogen is stored in, essentially your estrogen receptors are all over your body, all over your skin, and also in fat. And so technically, if you're lower body fat percentage, you should be able to like kind of get rid of some of the estrogen that was stored in the fat. And this is kind of like, you know, we can relate to it because we're into fitness. You don't need to get like, you know, dick skin shredded, bodybuilder shredded or anything, because that comes with its own health consequences. You just need to get to like, just don't be fat. Don't have like a pudge. Don't lie and say you're bulking or anything. If you're above 20% body fat, you're fat. Eat 10 to 20%. I think if you go underneath that, for most guys, some guys have got different genetics, right? But if you go below that, you start getting health consequences. If you go above it, you look bad, you feel bad, you're slow, you're lethargic, and you can cope all you want. That, oh, but my bench press is going up. But it's like, bro, you're losing your health. Number 5, sauna. So this is very interesting. Huberman has been talking about this on his podcast. Bunch of influencers have been saying this, bunch of books have been saying this recently. The benefits of going into a sauna very frequently are massive, and the Western world is just finding this out. In a simple way, okay, when we sweat, we lose estrogen. Not really. It's like, okay, the heat makes molecules move faster, and when molecules move faster, it also means that they'll kind of escape your system more, and there'll be more of a detoxification. Just make it simple. The more you sweat, the more estrogen that will come out of your body. When people went into the sauna with a little patch that was going to like pick up on chemicals and stuff, and they sweated a lot, they went off, tested the patch, and the patch was covered in like estrogen and all other chemicals that essentially like had left their body, which is a really good thing. So it's like, okay, just try and sweat a lot. Train with like a hoodie, sweat when you train. That's a really good feeling. And exercise apparently, like sweating with exercise, is apparently even better than being in a sauna because your muscles contracting, and that also, it's like good. Number 6, how many times do I have to tell you? Avoid plastics. BPA free is a cope. That's it. You need to see, like, the only way that you know for certain is that you literally see estrogenic free on the title, on like the label, which I promise you've never seen that before, and we won't see it for a long time. I guarantee, just don't touch plastic shit and like throw some shit away. Get some like glass containers. This is for my salt. Avoid food in plastic if possible. So most food is packaged in plastic. If you visualize getting like a 6-pack of apples, it's not like you go to the shop and you just, oh, like you hold them like this. They're in a clear plastic bag. And this even the same with meat. When you go to a supermarket, supermarkets are like one big processing step extra, which is a bad thing, compared to going directly to the farmers and the butchers and everything. So if you can, if it is somewhere nearby, try and find a butcher, like a meat shop. Try and find like a farmer's shop. Use metal water bottles. This is a stainless steel one. You literally just search. Make sure you don't search for BPA free. You search for like literally like full 100% stainless steel. Avoid plastic material in your pillowcases, in your bed sheets. Often you can go and have a look and like even feel like your bed sheet next to you. It's like a lot of this stuff that we use, once you pick up on this, you'll realize like a lot of this has like some kind of plasticky polyester material. So just be careful for that. And you can actually find some like 100% cotton pillowcases and stuff, so just have a look at that. Just be vigilant for any kind of plastic. Avoid plastics in your clothes. Polyester and nylon in your clothes, bro. Any shirt and pants, which isn't like this soft, fluffy material, it's got plastics in it. Like, you know, the gym shirts, you know, the kind of like gym shirts that are like somewhat of like, it's hard to say, like a kind of like a football shirt. What do you think it's made out of, bro? Only like clothing should only really be wool and cotton. Support companies that are helping us with this. So you want to find some like no plastic companies. What I found is Amazon's not really that good for this, because oftentimes on Amazon, if you're looking for something, they will kind of write sometimes what the ingredients are, but not much. So what I've personally done is I went and found some UK-based companies that actually do literally all plastic, like no plastic, plastic-free materials. I won't lie, none of them are actually based about estrogenics. Like, none of them actually think about male issues or anything. They're all based on like the environment and climate change, and, you know, plastic's bad for climate change and stuff. Like, we don't really give a fuck about that. We just care about testosterone. So they're not totally on our like wavelength, but like they're still doing no plastic stuff. Don't take the receipt. So when you go to a shop and they, oh, would you like a receipt? No! Avoid modern food. This is very extreme, but if you want to switch over to the diet that I'm on, which feels like this is the best I've ever felt in my life. This is the most healthy I've ever felt. Avoid modern foods. Literally, the best case scenario is to eat what I eat, which is literally just meat, vegetables, fruits, and nuts. That's pretty much just all that I eat. I literally just eat meat, vegetables, fruit, and nuts, and I have like eggs. Make sure the meat that you eat is grass-fed, not grain-fed. So I've said that a few times today. Grass-fed simply just means that that animal was eating like grass, like out in the farm, instead of it was being locked up and it was just eating grains. There's still issues and stuff, fine, but if you're gonna eat meat, which most of us are, and I do think it's better to eat meat than not, then I would highly suggest getting the grass-fed ones, because what it means, like what grain-fed means, is that they eat this mass-produced, moldy, weird, like fucking disgusting little food that's making them sick, and also is gonna obviously pass on to like the meat that we're eating from them. Don't use normal toiletries like hand wash, toothpaste, shower gel, shampoo. All of the ingredients inside of them are all fucked. They're all weird chemicals. And also they're all in plastic bottles. Like, literally, don't use normal stuff that when you go to the bathroom, whatever your family use. Most likely you shouldn't use any of that. You should then, again, go and find the natural ingredients and products, which, like the ones I had here. Like, these are all natural ingredients. This has got like lemongrass in it. And toothpaste as well. Most toothpaste has got fluoride. You can go have a look. Most toothpaste, the bottle is got, the bottle's plastic. Like, you know, the little toothpaste, little plasticky bottle that you squeeze out of. It's plastic, and inside of it's got fluoride, and fluoride's been shown to decrease cancer, decrease testosterone. Final thing is get a charcoal water filter. So a water filter for your taps, for your shower and stuff. I haven't done this just yet. Maybe I'll speak about it in a later date, so I can't give you good advice, but it seems like that is the play. A bunch of smart people seem to have a huge like filtration system, and apparently it's as simple as just getting a water filter that has charcoal